Well, it got off to a great start tonight. If you were in the boat of thinking like, the Buckeyes are going to need another one of these 59-0 title, Big Ten title game victories to sneak in and get that fourth spot in the playoffs. Great start tonight. Buckeyes drive the ball down the field. Nice scramble by Haskins, getting the ball to McLaurin, putting them up 7-0. Looking good right there. Then their first defensive opportunity, getting Northwestern off the field. The Buckeyes get it back. And then getting screwed a little bit on a horrible penalty called on Isaiah Prince, putting the Buckeyes in a hole, first and 25 after the bad call, taking the momentum out of it right there. And then, of course, the defense. What we did not need the defense to do tonight, especially early in the game, a 77-yard touchdown run by Northwestern. The committee, especially early in the game with the committee, them geezers, they probably weren't even going to be awake by the fourth quarter. But they saw that, and that might have been all they needed to see. That might have been the playoff chances right out of the window. That was the one knock on Ohio State, is their defense. Although, of course, enough's been said. There's been more than knocking on Oklahoma's defense, who looks like they're going to get the four. Enough of that, though. Let's not get into that right now. Or maybe, what else are we going to get into it? This whole playoff system's a bunch of bullshit. My favorite team just won the Big Ten title. Another great season, and I'm a little disappointed at the end of the game. Dwayne Haskins thrown for 499 yards, 5 more touchdowns, giving us a Heisman pose even at one point from Haskins. The boys from Fox there, Gus Johnson, Joel Klatt, considering their vote. We'll see, you got to give. I mean, if the guy's not going to New York, what's going on, man? If the Buckeyes don't get in the playoff, Haskins somehow seems to be ruled out of the Heisman vote. It's all about Tua and Kyler Murray at this point. Look, they've had great seasons, but I don't know. Back to the playoff system. It's still. We might as well just go back to letting everybody play all their games, let all the dust settle, and just having a bunch of people vote. Because now we just got a bunch of people in a room picking who the Final Four teams are. Expanding the playoffs wouldn't matter this year. What are you going to do? Put Georgia and Central Florida and Michigan in there? Outside of Alabama, at least they have been crushing everybody. Schedule's been a little softer than ESPN would make you think, but same thing with Clemson, a bit of a soft schedule. Pretty much everybody's got a soft schedule this year. A few of the teams like Ohio State and TCU. Ohio State planned on that being a tough game. TCU's been good, looking good for 10 wins a year until this year, so all right. The Buckeyes have a way of destroying your season like that. Could have been the case there. Maybe we will get back to tonight's game. I don't know. Maybe I'll be shocked in the morning. It happened once before. It seems like a replay last year, though. And just for last year, they fell back on the Iowa loss. And the Buckeyes did have 2 losses last year, though. Only 1 loss this year. Notre Dame somehow still just in the conversation. Georgia. Supposedly people were saying Georgia should still be in, even after today's loss. How's that possible? They had like 3 tough games this year, and they lost 2 of them. Get out of here with Georgia. I know it's not going to happen. Shouldn't be getting upset over just some chomper on ESPN running his mouth, but Georgia. And if they had won today, obviously Alabama was still in. Starting week 5, Alabama was already in the playoffs. As long as they didn't lose 3 or 4, they were in. I don't know why. I guess because they beat Austin Peay and UMass. Oh, wait, no, that was Georgia that played Austin Peay and UMass. My bad. Yeah, they definitely should be in with their 2 losses. So Oklahoma, the good news, Oklahoma's defense did not give up 500 yards today. I think it was Leinart I heard us clown over here earlier before the Buckeyes game saying how their defense showed up. Gave up 400, nearly 500 yards, way over 300 yards passing. Their defense showed up all right. If that's showing up, my God. Buckeyes defense can do that. I think I heard the rankings earlier in this week. Buckeyes were somewhere in the 60s. Oklahoma was somewhere over 100. Come on. Come on, what are we doing here? Kyler Murray does have a gun on him, I'll say. So anyhow, then the Buckeyes tack on a field goal to start the second quarter, go up 17-7. McLaurin, Haskins finds him for a bomb down the sidelines. 24-7 at this point. Feels like the ball's rolling a little bit. Then in the third quarter, the Northwestern just won't go away. Buckeyes forced to punt a little bit. A couple more penalties killing them. Northwestern scores back-to-back touchdowns, 24-21. Playoff hopes officially shot. Why are we even playing this second half? But, then the Buckeyes get things squared away there. Olave sneaking in a touchdown, 29-yarder, 31-21. Northwestern gets a field goal. The Buckeyes do hold them there. You know, it was still a game at that point, 31-21. Coach Fitzgerald, though, conservative by nature, I suppose, takes the field goal. We'll take the points. We're down here in the red zone. We'll take the points. Didn't matter, though, because then Haskins finds Dixon and Dobbins, adding 2 more touchdowns, giving him 5 on the night. 45-24, final score. Buckeyes take a knee. You know, there's probably some consideration. We had about 2 minutes here. But with the injury to Knox last week, when it appeared they were trying to run it up on Michigan a little bit. Got to take the victory formation. OHIOV. That pretty much does it. Big Ten champs will take it. Northwestern now falls to 8-5 on the season. Clemson, I believe, is blowing out Pittsburgh. All right, well, that does it. We got one left. I don't even know who won that game in that conference out west. Utah and Washington were going to slug it out for the right to go to the Rose Bowl. I mean, the Rose Bowl is a big deal still, I guess, but I don't know. These 12 dildos that are voting on the playoffs and ESPN and all right, enough's enough. We're out of here. It's been a great year. Haskins, I'd vote for him. Unfortunately, they don't give YouTubers a vote. They should. They should. Why not? I mean, what are these? Does everybody else know? They don't know. All right, guys. Boom. We're out of here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging in there. How long did this video go? Jesus.